All right, that didn't work out the way I thought it was going to, but we're back now and we're starting the stream. So let's take a look at what we got going on over here. All right, so welcome back to day 6 of building the app that absolutely everybody's going to hate, which is called Drivel. And just as a nice little review I like to do at the outset, you might ask yourself, why is it that you're going to hate this app? Well, it's 3 major reasons. The first is that this app is going to cost money. Let me start over. So there's 3 major reasons why you're going to hate this app. The first reason is it's a social network that costs money, and nobody likes paying money when every other social network is free. But this is the only way we're going to keep all the bots out, and that's a promise. Number 2, you can claim places. And inside of the social network, it's built around places. Imagine if Reddit and Yelp and Foursquare all had a baby. This is the result of that. We use a little bit of mix-ins from Reddit with their threaded comments, a little bit of threads, and we kind of build that into a nice mobile app that's hyper local. I think you're really going to like it. The third reason why you're going to hate it, though, is that pricing goes up every month to control supply and demand. So as more people are on the network, we're actually going to have prices tick up. So is there an advantage to getting started early? Potentially. My name is Adam, and if you don't know me, I run something called Frictionless, which is a portfolio of a number of SaaS companies and apps that in total make somewhere around the 43 to 46K a month range. I've done it all sitting right from here in my house, and I am forever grateful for being able to do that. I'm grateful for discovering AI. I'm grateful for VO. And so today, I hope you guys can watch me on this stream. So something I've added that I think is kind of neat is this little ShipGrid. So if you guys don't know, ShipGrid is an awesome developer platform that allows you to manage a Kanban board that is way smarter than Trello and way lighter than Jira, and couple everything that you're shipping right with your Git commits, and also the posting to X or Facebook once you've shipped something. So imagine that you can develop the features your customers are actually asking for. And anyway, I made a neat little embeddable widget right here. So now on my streams, I can actually look at what we're going to try and do today. But let's take that off for a second. And now we're going to get to the party. What are we looking at here? Well, this is the friendly ghost, or as I like to call him, Drivel, the friendly ghost. And on Drivel, the friendly ghost here, we're going to just tune up our ShipGrid layout just the tiniest bit because it's honestly been bumming me out with how bad it looks. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to go to our feed. Actually, no, we're going to go here to our settings. And then we are going to, let's see, is it under widget, badge? No, it's none of these. What we need to do is we need to go to our feed and we need to edit on our feed, but we don't have the ability to do that. That's okay. Let me go into my project settings. Let's go to all projects. And then here. You know what? I collapsed this bar, so it's okay. Anyway, so what are the things we're going to do today? Let's take a look. Number one, this round trip ticket is huge. Let me drag this over here so you can see it. I want to be able to create a place, post an image at that place, open that place, make a change to the name, maybe gather comments on that post. The second thing I really want to do today is I want to support Google Plus codes. These are place codes that reduce an entire area, latitude and longitude, into a very easy to communicate to another human code. So that's going to be something that I'm excited to do. So let's get started on this round trip over here, and let's take a quick look at what the app looks like today. So right now we're in the My Place section. And so we're going to go ahead and go to the main page, which I haven't worked on that much. It looks like dog shit. It's not great right now, and that's okay. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and create a brand new place. The way I do that, I think this is neat. I stole this a little bit, not stole. I was inspired by Instagram's stories up here and the way that you could just have this. So we're going to click on claim to claim the place that we're at. And we're going to call this my office, no parent place, my office. And then we're going to choose an image for my office. which for right now is just going to be this one. All right. I want you to disregard all of this fun stuff over here for right now. So remember our round trip. What are we going to do? We're going to claim a place. Check. We've claimed a place. We've gone there. We got an image. But we do want to force a discussion to start. And so let's just say, I think what we can do here is we'll start this. Why is my desk so messy? Now, you know, it'd be neat. I know we're on the computer here, but it would be awesome to allow the camera on the computer, which would be awesome. So instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to pick the same picture. It's okay. And we're going to post that. And so this is like, why is my desk so messy? This is looking pretty good. So this is our, yep, okay. Nice. So this is showing that I own it right here, and this is showing that I'm following it. So we've kind of checked off that box. Now, most importantly, can I go into it and leave a comment? Now, this is kind of where we ended before, where comments are just kind of jacked up. I don't know if you can see this over here. Not great. So let's resolve that. All right. So this is weird. So this is not a place. Okay. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but this actually resolved itself. We have to remove my ship grid piece down here. Let me just do this. What does a comment look like? We're going to say first comment. Next comment. All right, so let's get voting wired up a little bit here. Turn the music up a little bit. All right. So this looks good. We'll just say, how is voting handled right now? I'm noticing that when I add a comment or post, it's not automatically voting it up by me. Weird. So while we're waiting for that to come back, let's take a look at this feature. I want to add in a couple like kind of prerequisites. So this does support Markdown, by the way, but I don't think it's happy right now. So let's go ahead and say create a place. It's not create, it's claim. Add a post. All right. Okay, claim a place, add a post, which is automatically uploaded. It's interesting, that should be Markdown. And then what do we want to do after that? We want to, on mobile, be able to comment cleanly. Okay, check vote tables. I've been meaning to look at the vote tables. Let's take a quick look over here. Settings, integration, Supabase. We'll see what that looks like. By the way, today's drink is Bloom Peach Mango. I started drinking this after I started following the founder and just watching him and just his I guess, way of being. He's given a lot of really good game on how to build a consumer product, consumer brand. Obviously, it's pretty irrelevant to what I do, but still fascinating to watch somebody who's become that successful. He's a young guy, too. I mean, to that, I say good for him, man. All right, so what are we doing? List all columns, yeah. So let's do this the old-fashioned way. So we have comment votes right here. And we have comments. We have follows, places, post votes. So we have post votes and comment votes. That's kind of interesting. Okay. So, I mean, this looks right to me. I wonder if there's a big script that keeps this all together. I mean, like a DDL. We'll find out. While we're doing that, I would like to go. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Of course, we get hit by a status outage right as we start building. Welcome to the world of a vibe coder, guys. We're the bleeding edge of the bleeding edge. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it. It's fascinating to me. It's just every single day I feel like there's something else that I'm learning about or doing. It's great. I know somebody had asked the other day about the keyboard, and I had not said. Okay, so the keyboard is by Mel Geek, and it's the Made 68 keyboard. My favorite part of the keyboard. Check out this light strip. How good is that light? Do you see that? It's like a UV light. It's so badass looking. Anyway, I love it. I could type in it. It works for me. All right, let's see how are we out of purgatory? Let's see, reading display, fetch post, reads the score column, maps it to the UI. Okay, we'll let that churn for a second. Existing vote on post, vote on comment still reference columns that don't exist in your schema. Why is vote value instead of vote type and post vote? Plus RPCs like update post votes, begin transaction, manual uptime voting is likely broken. Want me to fix? Yes. Being a programmer, being a developer for as long as I have been, and actually discovering issues like that and only having to type yes to resolve them is actually like downright hilarious. It makes me feel like my whole career was wasted, but that's okay. All right. And several RPCs. These are also the RPCs that keep failing. I'm not sure if you guys saw those before, but there were a number of errors we would get. Kind of like any time we were doing something. This is weird though. This we're already on the different code editor. I'm not sure why it's telling us to do that. So comment votes. Let's take a quick look at our project overview. Whoops, oh, tail editor. And then comments has a link to there. There's a parent comment. That's how we manage our hierarchy. Okay. I guess the question is, let me reread and rewrite on comment the same way. Use the same correct column, so type score. Recompute the score directly without any RPCs. None of those RPCs exist. Confirm the vote actions are fully broken. Okay, yeah, they do seem like they're fully broken, right? Let me try. 1 0 1 0 1 0. Yep. All right. Show console. Let's see. It is not present in the table. Key. Okay. That's interesting. All right. What are we doing? All right. So while we're here, let's take a look at this UX. I do need to remove the shift grid thing entirely. But I want to clean up this, and then I want to clean it up on mobile. You know what? This is looking better on mobile, but do you see this little, like, I don't know, how big do you think that is? I don't know how big that is. It is 60 by 60, okay. There is a 60px gap to the left of the new comment box on the Post detail page only on mobile. Is it only on mobile? Let's make sure. Oh, let's see what we got. There's another app that I've been thinking about building, which I'll probably build on stream. I've been building a lot of things that just help me, which I mean I know is not dissimilar from anybody else right now with vibe coding. But I have a really interesting idea for an app that would kind of keep streaks alive. There's one thing that Alex Hormozy said, and it might not have been him who coined it, but I love the sentiment of this. And he said, "Do anything for 100 days." And it's his whole concept there. It's kind of, it might be difficult to understand. It was for me. The whole concept of 100 days is you don't make any changes until you've done something 100 times. And then you can finally say it's not worth doing or it's worth changing in a dramatic way. And I know there's been a lot of things that I've tried to do. Maybe you've tried to start posting on social, you've tried to go on X or whatever. You do it for 5 or 6 days and you go, this isn't really working. And then you just kind of bail. Well, I mean, I think it's crazy now to understand that, do something for 100 days or 100 times before you make a determination. So this is kind of day 6 of 100 for me. It's a pretty long sprint, but I'm excited, man. I'm so excited to get this app out there, to get people using it. I'm excited to create controversy where people claim places that maybe they shouldn't, or claim places that are like really big and way too big. But anyway, we're gonna see where that goes. All right, so what do we get? Come on. Refactor across multiple tables. This thing is going back and forth. That's okay. What else can I be doing while we're just staring at this? So here's the latest logo. It's actually technically it's this logo. What do you think? I like it because I feel like you could dress it up so much. And no, it's not anywhere close to Snapchat. I've held both of these side by side. Yes, they're ghosts, but Snapchat has no eyes, no definition. There's like 3 things at the bottom. I think it's a wholly different concept. Not to mention what we're doing is so different. It's the opposite of Snap. All right, so this is a little bit of information about Google's plus code. I do want to start on that. So let's see, how's this looking? I mean, I feel like the comments look good on mobile, right? Maybe I'm just getting high on my own supply, but I mean, I like them. These are a couple different variations that we created. Right, so this is our... There's our comments on mobile. So this was kind of our prototype for what it might look like. The first thing I'm noticing is just it's definitely bigger, right? It's definitely bigger, but it's not a bad thing. So we have to get notifications working. I don't know if that's going to be a today thing, but let's stay on track. My ADD is kicking into high gear today. Do we need this page? So let me go back into my office. And I'm in my office now. And then this is a post called "Why is my desk so messy?" And so I'm here. I want to be able to leave a comment. I want to be able to reply to a comment. And it's got to feel good on mobile. This doesn't feel great. We're going to resolve that. Also, what do you guys think of this image? Don't you feel like this needs to be a lot bigger? Does the image need to be up here? Let me see how Reddit does it. So Reddit, looking at an image on mobile. Looking at an image on mobile, what does it look like? So here's an image on mobile with Reddit. So you can kind of see, like, you've got the explanation at the top, explanation. You've got the detail at the top, right? And then you've got the image, and the image is full width left to right. Let me do this. I know you're probably like, why hold up a phone? Why not just... Getting all sorts of notifications. All right, there we go. Okay, so check that out, right? So that's what Reddit looks like. So we've got this nice image here. Okay. We've got all the info up here. We've got this X to get out of it. I want to replicate the X. I like that. We have a floating toolbar over there. And then if we scroll down, we kind of have all of our comments past this. And one thing Reddit does that I like is the way it has the comments set up. You see that nice little like kind of division between comments right over here. You get that nice little like gray band. So as I scroll those comments, everything kind of has that gray band. I guess we could probably do that on mobile too. And then keep this comment layout for desktop. That's my plan. All right. So supposedly we're able to comment now. Do you think we can? It's one way to find out. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. All right. I guess we're not logged in, and it really should tell me I'm not logged in. If a user attempts to comment and isn't logged in, we should direct to the login spot and then return to that post after logged in, right? So I like this over here. What do you guys think of that? That kind of recess shadow? Maybe that's what I'm thinking, shadow. Peach Mango. Peach Mango is powering our day. Can I do the ASMR thing? Can I do the ASMR? I'll have to listen to this later, and people will be like, oh my God, that hurt my ears. Let's try. Is that it? I don't know. Probably sounds awful. I'm going to lose any chance of having anybody on this stream that wants to ever interact, because that probably hurt people's ears. User nav and search. So what did we resolve? We resolved that on mobile, we're going to change the comments to look a little bit different. I do like this, by the way. Did you see this? On hover, share, and ellipses. So we kind of keep things a little bit clean. I like that better, personally. And then on mobile, everything is just like a big collapsible block. Let's go back to here. I just looked at the that bloom can in the OBS preview, and it's like, tell me that's not a thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail. Bloom, unsponsored. Hook me up. All right, what are we doing? So, oh my goodness, come on, man. I thought we're on a fast model. Yeah, we're on max. Max fast is a little bit too much for me. Maybe I'll turn it on just for the stream, just to look cool. If you're wondering why I'm not using Fable 5 right now, it's because I have not seen the benefit yet on some of the things that we're doing. I will try it for some of the more complicated tasks, though, but the general purpose model seems fine right now, which is Opus 4.8. Okay, so 4.8 and 4.8 fast. Sonnet, I hate, but Opus 4.8 is great. So let's see if we can get our voting all wired up. Come on, baby. This looks good, right? Our sidebar looks like trash, by the way. I think you already know that. Now accept login forms, accept redirect. I can't even believe that that wasn't there already. I mean, that's kind of nuts. Come on. Log that user to try to comment or reply instead of login page. Yeah, but what about voting? Didn't I just say for voting? Come on, man. Please tell me. If a user takes comment and... Ah, shit. Okay, I didn't. Same point on voting needs to redirect me to login. And then bounce back to the post I was on. We'll see where that gets us. Okay, both vote handlers are on post page now to guard against logout users. All right, so let's try this. Up. Okay. This is so weird. So I noticed this the other day where I was unable to log in correctly. And then when I drag it, this honestly doesn't even make any sense, but whatever. All right, so we're going to increment the comment. It still didn't work. Let's see what we're looking at in our console. Let's try that. Violates user. Okay, so we'll try that. Let's try that. No, it doesn't have a credit card number. All right. We got to fix that. That is part of, I mean, it's not entirely part of our path that we said we were going to do, but it's close. So remember, we want to create a place, post an image at that place, make a change to the name, and then gather comments on the post. Okay. Because the route fell back to hard-coded demo user, it doesn't exist in the user table with no valid sessions. The client now requires voting. I remove the fake fallback and turn over 401. So this is weird. Look at this. I don't know if you could see this, but it was showing me as logged in. Let me do this. So sometimes on VO, this is something useful. Sometimes on VO, signing in does not work when you're inside of like the small preview, and you have to use the kind of like bigger, call it full screen preview. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm not sure if this works, I'm going to hit a refresh. Okay, so I hit my refresh and it still works. Cool. That's good. Let's go back to this. All right. So we're back in my office, here in my garage. Why is my desk so messy? So I should be able to vote, right? I'm able to vote, I think. Let me refresh. Hey, there's my vote. I should not be able to vote to 0. Cool. Heck yes. Look at that. Now, is it all saved? Yo! Okay. Now that's interesting. So I went from 1 to -1. Okay. Now, how does it know that does this mean I voted? I am kind of curious if it's using, yeah, it does. Okay, so that didn't work. That was weird. I don't think that worked. Do you think that worked? So we should have -1, -1, and 1. Let's try. -1, -1, -1. Okay. So I'm going to say that this is working for sure. Now let's resolve the mobile issue that we have. So this is going to be the mobile comment box over here. And then we're going to overhaul the comments. No, we're not. We're not going to overhaul the comments on mobile. What we're going to do is we're going to get our loop working. We're going to make it so that people can come in, claim a place, add a post there, and then we're going to change that post to be a little bit more like Reddit. So we're going to have a much larger picture. And then I think what we're going to do, let me take a look at Reddit again. Right, so I'll give this to you again. Let's take a look at Reddit. You got our information up here. You've got our picture down here, and then you've got voting down here. So I think we're going to go ahead and emulate a bit of that. So let me start writing up the prompt. I'd like for the mobile page for the post detail to resemble Reddit, where the, let me see, image is full, and we have voting for the main post under the image post instead of to the left. So let's, before we do that, we're going to see if we got our mobile to work. We did not. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Sure. Dang, son. That's all right. So our comment didn't work, but we got this working, so I'm happy with that. So now let's make this change. Do you guys like mechanical keyboards? Because I do. So if you do like mechanical keyboards, I would highly recommend this one over here from Mel Geek. Again, my favorite part of this. Can I just show this to you? I think I just realized it actually matches. Do you see this? I'm not sure if you can see this. It matches my lamp over here. Look at that. Come on now. Come on now. All right, back to fun. All right, what do we got? Isn't that like my catchphrase? I'm like, all right, what do we got? What now? Okay. This has got to make for great content. Mobile post detail now follows the Reddit pattern, left border. Okay, so let's take a look. It's not perfect, but it's much better. Okay, on mobile, the top, what is it? What would you call this piece here? Is unnecessary. There should be no image up there. Let's try this. Also, and by the way, I always hesitate to do the alsos because sometimes things fuck up. All right. Also, the two comments don't need to be spelled out because we're looking at comments. Just the two and a icon is fine, right? How do you guys feel about that? Let's see how far we get. Okay. Whoa, that's looking good. That is looking good in the neighborhood, huh? So we got share, save, report, ellipsis. My office is the place. We really need like some sort of a logo to indicate what a place is. Can you think of an icon that means a place so we can add it beside a place name on this screen? Otherwise, it's just text, right? Threads has like a little, I don't know, hexagon type of icon. I'm not sure that it really makes any sense, to be honest with you, though. All right. how far... I added a map pin icon. It didn't even add it. Oh, it added it right there. Okay. It should be on the top location title also. Let's see how far that gets. I'm actually liking this page. I mean, it's starting to feel good. Does anybody else like it or just me? All right. So we got my office, my office. Now, I did want to find out if... So what's funny is we're signed out, but it's still showing me this bar at the top, which actually makes no sense whatsoever. So if I go into my backyard and then I go into a post, it should show my backyard and then that post, right? Okay, but if I click on my backyard's fish pond, it should show, yeah, so that needs to show it. It's okay that it doesn't show it yet. Right there. Yeah, okay, so that worked. That worked, right? My backyard's fish pond. Realistically, though, this is probably up there too, but that's all right. Okay, inside the fish pond, and if I go back to my backyard, all right. Okay. All right. What places show in the top rail of stories if the person is logged out? I'm curious, right? Where's that coming from? So let's jump back into my backyard and then go back here. I feel like I can make all the real personalized for login prior to those places they follow, give the recency base. Oh, is it recency based? That's kind of interesting. Let's go back here. Let's go into my backyard. Let's post something. So we're going to stick with this new thread thing. I don't love that it's not at the bottom. But I wonder if it is on... It actually might be. You know what? I'm going to just PR this so I can look at it on the phone. That's one of the things I love about doing this when there's nobody else in production is you could just like merge that shit right in there. Just shotgun deployment. Who gives an F? Just do it live. All right, so photos, people nearby. And then about 3 threads. I think that's accurate. Okay. New thread. Need to be logged in. Where's my Okay. Liking this. Okay, so now we are logged in. Oh, look at that, -3. We should never have -3. That's not actually correct. That's okay. Oof, I can't edit my profile page. We need to build that out, but not right now. So let's go over here. So post an image at that place. Does that work? We might have to do this over here. Okay. So claim a place. Such a pain in the butt. Okay. Let's try it again. Go over here. All right, claim a place. Claim a place. Claim a place. Know your location. All right, so what we're gonna do here, so this is desktop. I'm not loving this, so let me remove a bit of cruft. There's the okay. This sidebar popping in and out is literally the most annoying thing. The most annoying thing. That's okay. Okay. Is this working? Nope. Let's do this. Let's sign up. Okay. So this is a brand new customer, right? And it's showing sign in, right? That's all right. All right, let me log in. Let's try that. Sure. Okay, so let's go in here. I want to pull this out, kind of see what this looks like on mobile. My plan is to actually just use this tomorrow. So as I kind of run around, I run in the morning. As I do that, I think I might just want to like kind of map out some of the locations that are near me and just see, you know, see how it feels in practice. I'm curious if any of this voting is working. It's not. Okay. Let's do this. So we're going to always have kind of mobile open, and then we'll make this desktop. Okay. You know what? Let's get out of here. Let's remove that. We do need to get an actual map working even in the preview environment. So we'll have to ask how we can do that. This is still looking pretty nice, pretty clean on mobile. And again, this is, I'm in a place right now. Place 3 threads, active, and then about. I do want to add some things into about, just not right now. Because we got to get our golden stuff working. So much layout shift, man. It's like making me nauseous. All right. Holy layout shift Batman. So what we're going to add right here is like a near city, and then we're also going to add the short code. Probably in the about section. We're almost done with this. Create a place works. Post an image at that place works. Open that place works. Make a change to the name. So I'm not able to do that yet. What icon is used to tell me that I'm the owner of the place I'm looking at? I think it's this icon right here. But some hover would be nice. Also, why am I not auto-followed, you know? Oh, I know why. Because I'm not logged in as this person. I get it. But that should have let me follow, actually. This is just not accurate at all. Ownership indicator is a crown icon rendered inside the owner badge component. No. Owner badge component, a small amber pill reading owner. So let me try this. Actually, I'm going to do it over here. We'll do it entirely in mobile. So let me log out first. And then we'll do Adam's. Yep. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say claim. And then I don't think camera works. Yeah. It's okay. So we're just going to make sure that this is the right place, set the location, whatever, create place. So this should create the place now. Okay. It should take me to that place, which it did. Okay. I created a... But it doesn't show the crown. It shows the check mark. Let's see if that resolves anything. That's bizarre. I don't know if VO is like doing something. Let's... Why is that looking like that? So I don't know why the mobile view is looking like this right now. My suspicion is this is a VO, a temporary transient issue for VO, which we all know happens every now and then. But you know what? I love VO. If I could have a baby with VO, I would do that, and I want you to quote me on that. All right. Why does that look like ass? What is it like? Why are we showing this? This doesn't even make sense. You know what? Let me just do this. I'm going to open another one. Wasn't that weird? Like, wasn't that super weird? Okay. So I am logged in right now. So this one on the left, the one on the left is logged in as whom? Okay. Adam's Great Day. So we're going to go here. And we're going to take a look at... That's weird. Like, I don't even know. Okay. All right. All right. We're actually still doing stuff. So I'm going to just be patient for a second here. Are we done? Checkmark badge you received as generic verified place badge renders on non-ownership. And it's signaled by the amber crown, which was only being shown on listing places, but never on the place detail page. Okay, cool. And then my project restarts. That's cool. I'm into it. Oh, man. VO is taking its time today. I'm just like staring at stuff. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's restart the dev environment. I don't know what's going on. We got to get this working tonight. We have got to get this working tonight. All right. What's a good game to like play? Idle game to play while working. What are some good games to play while working? Okay, cool. So we got this. Let's take a look at our logged in user. We're going to sign in. Okay, cool. Now, did you notice once again, I'm not following that place. I don't get this. I do not get it. My background. Interesting. Oddly, it's showing 0 places. Okay, so this is a bug. I claimed a place, but it's not showing on the rail at the top. The rail at the top should lead with places that are mine. Let's see if that works. Because I think the place is in here. Let's take a look. I think it is, right? Location, short codes. Okay. I understand the issue. Rail sorts purely by post recency and slices the first 12 into a place with no posts. False to vary. Does it really? Doesn't make any sense. Why it should. Okay. Problems with the rail sorted purely by post recency. Okay, well, that's fine. So let's do the whole sign in thing again. We got to get this done tonight. That is the biggest thing we got to get done. It's still not doing it. Let's try this again. Getting a little bit frustrated right now in VO. For as much as I love VO. Okay, I want to see. There we go. Okay. Got my little crown next to it. Now if I go into it. Hello. Okay. So the crown needs to also be here. It is. Fantastic. Okay, let's look at that on mobile. Is mobile looking spicy? Spicy. And then we will, let's pick this. Okay. Okay. All right, so here's our mobile place, Adam's Great Day place, owner, so I can see it's mine. I think the bell icon is following. I just want to make sure, is the bell icon on the right of the post detail page to indicate following? Yeah, I love that. Following? This is annoying. Bell icons and share, not a following. Next to bookmarks, it's in the top header bar, and it currently has on click, and this is purely decorative, non-functional. Where is the following indicator on the place detail page? Okay, let's see how that's working. I got to get the following piece working, and then I think we can clean this up and then maybe add the short code. I hope that's not a bridge too far, though. Let's look at the comment votes table. Vote type 1, 1. Okay, so this is going to be overrun pretty soon, right? There's just going to be way too many, so we'll have to do some sort of a view or procedure call here, and then we are lagging. Okay. The label text following is hidden on mobile. Shouldn't be, but I'm supposed to be saying the icon, bell when not following, check the following. Okay. So let's try. Sign in. Let's try. Okay, what do we got? That's mine. And I should be following this as well. Right? Is that following? Nope. So we're just going to say, make the bell icon on the place detail page to toggle on. I'm wondering what the best time is to go live for these streams. You know what I mean? Like, is it? I don't think it's 8 o'clock, because 8 o'clock is 5 on the West Coast, 8 here. You know, maybe everybody's, I don't know, are they sitting in front of their Netflix? What are they doing at this point? You know what I'm saying? What are they doing? Hopefully not watching me. Hopefully you've got something else better to do. Bell already triggers toggle follow, so clicking works, but the icon swaps to check when following, which doesn't read as a bell on off. I'll make it stay at bell on both states. Okay. Update the false state. I don't really know that worked, but we'll see. Let me see. When I add a new place, it should automatically follow that place. We'll get that next. Okay. Follow bell on that place. Cool. Let's see if that works. Not signed in again. Kind of annoying. I'll make a PR. I'm going to deploy this because I want to play around with it. Let's jump in here. This is so weird. Look at this. Sign in again. VO, you filthy bastard. You're making me look bad. Sign in. There we go. Okay. Mobile looking spicy. Should we add a place icon here? Probably. 5 minutes ago. Spicy. So this is going to be our default view. Looking way too big right now. It's okay. Merge this. Okay, there's our follow icon, which is very obviously a follow icon, which is good. Now let's go ahead and we're going to make that a little bit smaller. Here's our version. Now, this follow icon does not look like it's working. Nope. So, we got a problem there. follow is a 401. Authentication required. No. I'm very much authenticated. Look, see? Okay. Hitting a 401 on when attempting to follow from the place detail page. That's a little bit weird. And then now we're just dying. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I think we might call it a night if we can't get this working. It feels like that's how every stream is ending right now, right? I just kind of get tired and go, well, that's just about enough. We've had enough. What a terrible way. All right, let's see. Getting a 401 when somebody follow a new page. All right, let's see what you say. Come on, baby. I want to move this ticket to here so bad because I want to show you a new feature I created. And I'm just worried I'm not going to have time to do it. Places to use follow hook. Let me read API follow route where the 401 originally. API follow route calls Supabase auth gets session on a server client has no session serving, so it always returns 404. The rest of the app resolves the user from the Supabase auth cookies access token. Let me check the existing helper. Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's see if we can get past this. If we can get past this, I get to move this all the way to done, which I would really like to. All right, 401 was custom API follow. Yeah, we know. All right, so we're signed in here, right? Let's open a page, sign in again. Got to sign in a couple times. Now let's see what happens. Okay, well, the good news is I think our voting is working, I think. Wait, did I click? I didn't click on Central Park. What are you talking about? That was weird. Let's try that again. So slow. Okay, so we have this, follow, following. Didn't work. Did it? Dude. So I followed it, it turned on, it refreshed the whole page unnecessarily. That's so weird. All right, so clicking on follow. Come on, man. Let's get this working. All right, I want to take a look now that this is deployed. Beta.drivel.io. Let's see how spicy this is looking. I'm looking at this on the phone. I'll show you. Don't worry. Don't worry. let's save that. Okay, so number one, just want to show you this really quick. Number one looks pretty good. Focus, 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 focus. You're not gonna focus. There you go. So that looks dope. Love that. Okay. Let's click on Adam's Great Day. This is the place we just created. Focus. Right, here's our place. Looking pretty good. And then what we want to make sure is that we can follow this place, which doesn't work right now. I mean, honestly, this is looking legit. I mean, no joke. This is looking legit. Okay. Full page reload looks for routes up, refresh, run it after, which re-renders the routes, and use follow hook already flips one, whatever. Let's log in. We're going to do a quick follow, unfollow. Also, I feel like these images are getting served in way too high of a resolution. Let me bounce back to my screen. These images are getting loaded in way too high of a resolution, which we don't want to. So if I follow, this should tell me I need to log in, which is great. That's what I want to do. And it should, oh, it didn't take me back. I wanted it to. That's okay. We'll get there. So now we're here, follow, following. All right, the question is, will it survive the reload? It doesn't. Okay, which is interesting. Look at this. So this is actually more, so we are following, we're just not accurate. Okay, so we're gonna say after a follow, I refresh and the follow button is not enabled. I do see that it is followed in the DB though. By looking at the followed places on the left side. So close. All right, let's look at comments on mobile also. All right, so I'll just show you that again. We're looking pretty sick there. Let's go here. There you go. So here's our nice view, right? So there's a place. And then if I go into, this is the post. You can already see some issues that we got to sort out. Not a big deal. It says spicy. And then comments. Do you see comments at the bottom? You can make fun of my phone. It's okay. Right there, comments. So we're going to add a comment. First comment, post. That's what a first comment looks like. Boom. Second comment. Okay. All right. Let's try. Let's go here. All right, let's get this done. And then we will move this feature to shipped and make a badass little post about it. All right, so let's go here. And we're looking at this guy. Hey, yeah, hell yeah. All right, so we got following working. I know that wasn't that big of a deal for like 900,000 people, but it's a big deal to me. Follow, let's make sure it unfollows. Follow. Does it persist? Let's go. Okay. I know that seems incredibly basic, and it is incredibly basic, but I just love that it works. Let's take a look at it on mobile. Here's our mobile follow. Unfollow. Let's refresh. Follow. By the way, the word follow has entirely lost meaning to me tonight, so thank you for that. Yeah, we're looking good. This looks good. All right, so I am going to move this guy to complete, and I'm going to show you a pretty cool feature of ship grid over here. So I just moved this into complete, and I'm not sure if you saw this up here, but it said item completed, post to feed. I'm going to click on that, and it's actually going to type out the post for me. Isn't that neat? So we'll just ship round trip, create a place. Here's what changed. And I literally can just hit enter here, or I can hit on post to X. It's all badass. I love all of it. Okay, that's enough for tonight. Thank you if you joined me, or if you're watching this in the future. I appreciate